Hi one and all, and the Africa again. And before, let's look at the borders that can be the regions of Africa and how many countries, which is obvious 54, and the shining of Africa's that put the light on all the regions, and the union, the African Union flag. And this is what define the culture and the habits and the regions of Africa, defines how it can be connected through the arts, the dance, the music, and also one of the most important things that really connect Africa is the patterns, different colors, different displays of these patterns is what make all African feel like we are from the same root, regardless of which part of it. But today it's an African batik is the subject. Let's look how easy Africa has created this batik and become one of the international dress today all across Africa and the world in general. So from the religion point of view, coming to an international dressing code, but still when you go back to the country, you find the local people have the same pattern, and this is what unite Africa, and today has defined a millions of tourists coming all around the world to see, experience, and try to have this pattern as part of their tradition and a significant reason for them to be in Africa. And now you look at the coast areas where the Arabic bring the religion, but not just the religion, but also the way of building, the material and everything that has resulted into these African patterns, and now has gone all the way to the young generation that we still see there is a significant reason for them to understand where all this history has coming from. And then let's start on how we made this batik, where for some people in Africa has become their source of income or employment, and running small batik business that can eventually go into worldwide and being as a recognized one of the most common dressed to be dressed by all African, and also people who are not natives from Africa but still love to have these patterns. And therefore this is also what my mom, as a person, my mom, she's been doing this job for quite some times, and that job is what actually brought me. So we go back and see how many different patterns we have, and these patterns has a significant reason into our culture as African. As explained before, as I explained before, it defines the culture, the ethics, the lifestyle, the social behavior, and how we grow up. And this is how we identify ourselves through this pattern. So for other people it will just look like a normal batik, but for us it's not just a batik. For us it's more of what unite us and make us as one strong nation of African countries. So this batik can be a man-made, like as people really sitting down, go through all the pattern, try to make it and define it how they really want it to be, and that's how they can also express their art and their talent. But also, as now the China has taken the market, and therefore we have a lot of these batiks coming from China, where it's an industrial production, still does the job, but it fade the definition and the defines of the culture, that are displayed into the pattern, but it still does the job. And therefore all this has been triggered from the combinations of all these patterns from Africa, and that has what defined all these dresses, and has been a big market as a global and international market, not just Africa but also in the country of Australia, China, America, and other countries in Europe. And therefore that's how we always say we are all from one source of culture, arts, and the way we display our life. So therefore, anyway guys, this is the highlight of other different styles, or the dress styles, or the batik style that can be displayed. And also this is how people generate and formulate the idea from the music and the art. As I said before, this is how all the ideas started. But also from schools, you can see in our uniform we will always try to put a little bit of a pattern. And also for young women or the kids who grow up, we will always try to put a little bit of these patterns. Even on the family level, always on the suit, it's always this pattern that will always be displayed. So really it's not just a dress for us, but it's also defined the key rule of our united in Africa. And therefore this is the idea of how always people think of Africa, is this large bush area, maybe in Congo or some robbering countries. But yes, this is also there in Africa, but this is not what unites us. What unites us is way different from what people think. But anyway, thanks for watching guys, and yeah, keep subscribing and more videos are coming soon. Thank you.